Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about being comfortable in your own skin, within your own being, you know what I'm saying? I was on Facebook, unfortunately, because I have to use these social medias to post them to kind of, you know, just, it's like building a resume. But I seen someone had posted about why they say like they're comfortable with being a single parent, but where is this village that was promised to them? And it had me thinking and realizing with a lot of my research that I've been doing more recently, today's society, modern society, is nothing like the traditional ways of human beings. You know what I'm saying? So even hearing that, I was confused by why a female would think that she could go off, have 2 kids in her 30s with somebody who wasn't very good, healthy man or anything in that manner, and then look at society as if where is the village that's supposed to be taking care of you? You made a pretty poor decision and choice. And we're not living in traditional ways where everyone takes care of each other. So the village that you're looking for, that you thought was promised, you should have been looking for that before you decided to open your legs up. See, I have a daughter, so I don't want to program her to put in different kinds of chemicals inside her body in that manner. You know what I'm saying? The safest way to play it is to not indulge in any of that behavior. You know what I'm saying? So, becoming comfortable in your own being, you have to be able to not be concerned with other people's opinions to the highest degree at which we tend to do at certain times as just human beings, you know, just having a human experience. But for me, I realized, like, with this war going on and trying to figure out, like, which females is in their divine feminine energy and which men are in their divine masculine energy, it's certain traits and qualities that you can see within beings. You know what I'm saying? And you also have to be aware of people who are trying to push and change the narrative for something positive, forward, and productive. And I say that to say, like, just a small example, like me. I love giving myself as an example opposed from talking about millions of other people. But I didn't start growing my hair for locks. I grew my hair getting out of a relationship, and I just grew it just to grow it. I had it growing just in a regular fro, just growing for like 3 years, just not really concerned on the outlook of it. But I realized once I did twist it and lock it, I realized my divine masculine energy would not allow me to go to beauty salons and sit in there all day, because I did try one before. It just doesn't feel very masculine being in a hair salon, you know. Getting my hair twisted every single day or every single week, or being that concerned with it to that extent, doesn't seem very masculine to me. I know everybody got these different traits and techniques and things that they do to take care of themselves, to become more comfortable within themselves, but sometimes minimizing that maintenance on your physical vessel is going to help you build that comfortability you want within your own being itself. You know, my shit, I'm not concerned with new growth. I don't need to see my scalp. You know, I'm not feminine. I realize as a divine masculine male, I'm not supposed to be concerned with my looks. That's not on my to-do list. That is a feminine attribute. Yes, cleanliness is next to godliness, but that has nothing to do with me trying to perfect how I look. I'm gonna make sure I'm presentable to come out here speaking with you guys. You know what I'm saying? No, it's no big name merches and all that shit on. It's just regular. That's just cause that's how I choose to shop. And then if I'm buying other things, I'm buying for local merches and shit that I know. You know what I'm saying? And also with this, we have to start from somewhere. How do you distinguish somebody moving in a divine masculine? How do you distinguish somebody moving in a divine feminine? Because out here, what we got going on now is we have a lot of roles switch. We got a lot of feminine We have a lot of women who are very fucking masculine. Like, it's hard to even communicate with them because every 5 minutes they want to let their nuts hang. So if two men are letting their nuts hang, we automatically know it can turn into a physical altercation. But when you got a woman and a man sitting here going back and forth, and this woman is letting her nuts hang, then the whole process kind of changes, because now you have the system at place, which is gonna be like the backbone or the daddy in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So it gets very tricky when even communicating with the men that's not moving in their divine masculine energy. It's a lot of men out here that is very feminized. You know, they're more concerned with their looks. It's more feminine energy just spewing off of them, you know, and trying to get to a better space to where you can get more comfortable in your being and who you are is going to allow you to be able to process information better. It's going to allow you to not jump to conclusions when dealing with other beings out here in the real world. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be at a place to where all we're concerned about is what kind of designer shit we got on, because if you think about it, designer is just anybody who makes that material brand. So if you got buddy at home who makes a shirt or makes a mask or makes anything in that manner, you know what I'm saying? He's a designer. But you got the weird concept that this system has programmed on you to think that only designer is these white people with these big designer brands, and really we fund them. So if you stop spending with them, then you're no longer funding their process. You're not allowing this system to keep maneuvering the way it's maneuvering. It's so bad to the point where people are outside wearing masks. That's how bad it is, because we aren't comfortable within ourselves. We don't know any different, or at least the ones that's not moving with the creator. They're just kind of going with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Most of us chosen ones understand that you don't catch a virus outside of you. That's something that happens within you. All of that plays a factor with just being comfortable in your being and who you are, and understanding we all have to move on to our next journey. But some of these beings are so locked on to this 3D world that they gonna hold on by every thread that they can because they're afraid to let go. But when you're unlocking your chakras, you already understand your crown chakra is one of your biggest ones. You have to learn to let go. You have to learn to let go. You know what I'm saying? So all it needs is just like little tactics and steps that's going to help us become more aware of moving in our divine masculine energy and moving in our divine feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? And moving with the creator, not with the opposition, not with these demonic forces out here, because there's a lot of demonic entities out here that's forcing a lot of people to become more uncomfortable within their own space. You know, why are you at home, sitting at home, and you still feel uncomfortable? There's nobody around you. But that's how you know that this is deeper and this is more of a spiritual battle, and it's always been more spiritual. You know, so you don't allow the other robots and zombies around you to make you feel less or uncomfortable because they're condoning what's going on with this toxic demonic ass system out here. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point to where, like, even small things, like, they already know. I allow my daughter to pick one day she don't go to indoctrination school. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for her getting indoctrinated. I teach her enough as it is. She's comfortable in her being, in her space at such a young age already. You know what I'm saying? If anything ever happened to me and I had to go, she's gonna know Daddy stood for something. When we go out places, look, your mask, you don't have to cover your nose. They have an experiment on YouTube, right? And I might find it and put the link down below for y'all. But it's this bell experiment. This one lady goes into this doctor's office, and it's like 10 people in there. They're running a social experiment. So while they're running the social experiment, the one random lady goes in there. Everybody stands when the bell goes off. She's looking around. She don't know what the fuck is going on. But after the bell goes off 2-3 times, she starts asking the person beside her, why are they standing? They say they don't know. But she's so brainwashed and programmed already that she just starts standing with everybody else and don't really have a legitimate reason why she's standing every time the bell goes off, you know? It's a lot of robots and zombies out here, and we have to do better at identifying and standing in our own comfortability as chosen ones. So you're not gonna see certain beings out here like being concerned with getting their hair twisted every goddamn day till the scalp is showing, or going to get some fucking beard shit so they can fucking have a pretty beard. This shit is weird. Like, y'all niggas is really feminine for being that concerned with your looks. If your spirit is not vibrating on that highest frequency, you shouldn't even be concerned with that. You should not even be concerned with that, goddammit. And that's the same, and it's the opposite end on the other spectrum for the women. Y'all shouldn't be so masculine and standing in your masculine energy so strong that every time a divine masculine man comes around, you scare him the fuck away because you're so masculine and dominating. That shit is not feminine and it's not attractive. So we have to get back to our core roots. Divine masculine men, you have to start looking and carrying yourself like divine masculine men, not divine masculine feminine men, okay? That's not what that means. Divine masculine men. That means that if every nigga is out here running around dressing themselves up all pretty and shit, then you make sure you keep yourself presentable, but you're not at that same degree as they are to where they're spending more time in the mirror than their person or these females out here. Same thing for the women. Comfortability starts within. Stop putting on all this fake shit. Men say they don't like it. You keep doing it because you like it. That's so you plan on being single the rest of your fucking life. Don't complain. It's not my job as a divine masculine man. If I don't like fake shit, it's not my job to be okay with it and be like, oh, well, it's her spirit says that it makes it okay because of certain things. If I don't like it, then I'm not going to be like, all right, well, yeah, I'll make an exception this time. It's all a comfortability statement. Y'all wasn't born with the shit, so you don't need it. If I fuck with your vibes and energy, I'm gonna fuck with your vibes and energy without it. I promise you. I promise you. I ain't want to run it up too long. I just wanted to drop something down here for my chosen ones. We got to start building ourselves more comfortable within our being and within our vessel. You know what I'm saying? Tapping everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.